Yeah, I think I mentioned it before, but we had to wait like an hour and a half or maybe longer because, there was an engine problem. And then this was like getting set up for my mate to propose to his girlfriend, so he needed to be back in time. And they're like an hour and a half late, and then my mate got stuck at customs because he bought fish sticks because he really wanted to show his girlfriend that he had fish sticks. And so my mate, like I'm in that annoying, you know, when like you're so tired you're like being funny but annoying.
Yeah,
and
like you're sort of taking some jabs.
Yeah,
it's you're walking that fine line where things are getting a little personal.
It's a bit too fine. Like I'm just like, biggest day of his life, but I'm glad you're getting the fish sticks, mate. Like things like that. And he was not having it. He was not having a bar of it.
Like, mate, I'm fucking like.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Morokai. It's your eyes. We're back on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. Do you think the complaint of having a baby sitting next to you on a plane is worth the merit? Do you think that it is that bad of a grievance?
It is. It is? Having a baby anywhere close to you on a flight is like, what have I done wrong to deserve this?
Mate, I just go straight to the parent and think, fuck, you must be going through it. You must be like pretty embarrassed right now. So I don't mind the crying baby as much. I'm more like feeling for the parent to they're going through
I would feel sorry for the parent because flights are bloody boring at the best of times.
Yeah.
They're really not that entertaining.
Yep.
And if you haven't charged, whether it's whatever the hell it is, and all that, if that's not charged, straight away your kid's at you the whole flight.
Oh, and if they're younger, they don't play. Like if they're 1 or something. Oh, good luck.
You got to keep your eye on them 24/7. They can't look after themselves.
Nah, not even
and
close.
Stuff like that. And then obviously, the whole altitude, your ears are popping. I could not even imagine what that's like as like a little baby.
Okay, what would you rather? Let's just say a small flight, like a couple of hours.
Yep.
Would you rather a baby next to you crying the entire time or 10 minutes of extreme turbulence?
Oh, I think what would you rather? Well, you probably take the kid because, which I just said that I hate it. But if anyone out there has experienced extremely bad turbulence,
it's terrifying.
You kind of like, I genuinely don't actually know if I'm ever going to make it.
Turbulence is fucking terrifying.
It really
you start
is.
like thinking to yourself, like doing little prayers, just like, nah, it's going to be okay. Surely, like and you just look at the stewardess, you're like, are they okay? Because if they start freaking out, then you know to freak out.
Exactly.
You know to freak
You're
the
so
fuck
spot on,
out.
mate.
Oh my God, no, thank you, mate. You had a bit of trouble getting on a flight.
Oh yeah. So I've just recently went to Port Douglas with my partner Ali and her parents. The trip itself was awesome. It was really good to get away. Weather was really, really warm. A bit like for anyone that's been to Thailand, Bali, that sort of very like sweaty, humid and all that, where like you would walk a little bit and there were days, don't get me wrong, you'd be like, oh, I feel fucking disgusting. But for the most part, it was really, really good. Really good nightlife. But yeah, the dramas, mate, the flight up there was, I want to say hell. Like in all, like it was just such.
Let's find out if you're being a drama queen or not.
Well, look, I could be. Granted, I must admit, and I'm going into this, part of it was self-inflicted as well. But fucking hell, yeah. So I'll just get it right. So before the flight, obviously, for those of you that don't know, Luke and I have some tasks for the business. What you see in front of you guys today and all that. There's a lot of stuff obviously that goes on behind the scenes. I was trying to preempt myself for the week so that way I wasn't going to take away my laptop. I was just like, I wanted to sort of like, I'm going away on a holiday. I want to try and make it like a holiday as such. Did have my phone and all that set up, but obviously there was a few things just, making sure doing some last minute bits and pieces and whatnot. So I was finishing all of that. It would have been around 11 and Ali wanted to get up at, I think she was like, oh yeah, I'm going to wake up at 1. Maybe 1:30 to feed all the animals and all that, because our flight was at 10 to 6 in the morning, and obviously, as everyone knows, you can never get to the airport. You got to get to the airport 2 hours before your flight. You can't just.
I'm not one
rock
of those
up. Yeah,
people.
thank fuck. So, but Ali was. So the alarm goes off at 1, and I'm like, I've had like all of, and I know that I can go off 3 to 4 hours sleep.
Yep.
2 hours sleep, though, that's a bit fucking ridiculous. No one's feeling good after the alarm goes off. I'm like, I want to fucking die. My eyes are like itchy and just like sore from like just a lot. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Feeds all the animals and stuff like that. She's bloody panicking, being like, oh my God, is everything okay? Is it how? And I'm just like, who the fuck cares? Like, seriously, like, it sounds bad, but I was like, who the fuck cares? And it's going to be fine, sort of thing. So, do all that. All the bags are packed, get in the car, that's fine. What sort of conversation? The way that we went there was a lot of kangaroos.
Yeah, righto.
And all that, and which is great. And she was awesome at being like, hey, you got to be careful for kangaroos. She sat awake the whole trip to the airport, which was nice as well. She didn't fall asleep because I know for a fact I definitely would have fallen asleep. The one thing that she did do, which I sort of was like, hey, never ever do that again.
Call her out. What did she do?
Well, we've spoken about this on the podcast before.
Yeah.
I'm all for someone being in the car having a chat to you, but there was a couple of kangaroos and she's like, oh, babe, like, there's kangaroos. I'm like, yeah, no, I know. Like, I'm driving sort of thing.
I've got eyes.
And again, like, I'm driving a little bit further down. There's sort of like a kangaroo, like, just there. Like,
yep.
There's enough space for me to, if it was to sort of jump forward, I could swerve out the way and we'd be fine. But it was maybe a bit too close for her. Like, she's like, careful. And I'm like, all right, never ever do that again. Like, ever do that again.
You've got her by the scruff of the neck.
Thank you for letting me know. But as the driver, my job is to
appreciate your input.
My job is to keep us safe.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not saying that I'm an amazing driver by any means, but I would like to think that I'm pretty far from shit. Granted, this is the guy that also reversed into his deck. But yeah, I was sort of just like, don't scream.
Yeah.
Never ever scream if you see an animal, because that is going to be a car crash.
You'll fucking swerve into them.
Dude, exactly. So I'm like, wait, just don't ever do that ever again. It was pretty stern as well, because obviously, lack of sleep.
Sounds
like, yeah, like lack of sleep. So we parked at a car park as well. We didn't do like the long-term parking at the airport. So we went to that, got on the bus. That was like all fine, get to the airport. That's cool. Obviously, it's quiet as fuck because it's so early. And I was like, oh, this is grouse. Like, I love this. Mind you, the last time I was at the airport was before COVID and on to Bali. So I'm used to going through those, like, especially if you're Melbourne Airport, I'm used to going, through those gates and all that. And then you do the whole, like, security check and all that shit, go through duty free. I don't fly, like, I can't even, what even is it when you fly just in the same, I can't even think of what it is now. That's so bad because I only just did it. Yeah, I guess I don't. Well, I usually fly international, so I don't fly. That's so bad. It's not coming to me. Oh, my God. I can't even... I actually am, like, stunned right now. That's really, really, really bad. So, anyway, the way that we enter the airport isn't the way that I would normally enter the airport. So I'm like, I'm a bit confused. I'm like, I have no idea where the fuck I'm going. And Ali's sort of like, oh, for someone that flies all the time, like, I thought you... And I'm like, all right, smart ass. You went to Airlie Beach in August last year. You've been to the airport more recently than me. And again, I don't want to sound like a pompous asshole, but...
Do you mean the right terminal?
But I fly international.
Yeah.
So, settle the fuck down, all right? Anyways, we get to the bag check-in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, sweet, we're here. This is great. I can check in my bags. Oh, no, we can't check in our bags. We have to check them in at 4 o'clock in the morning. We're waiting 20 minutes to half an hour. So it's 3:30 in the morning that I'm at the airport. Mind you, for a flight that it's 10 to 6.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Mate, I've got no idea. You can ask her. If she's listening, maybe she can reach out to send you a Facebook message.
There's early. That's ridiculous.
For fuck's sake. And the whole time in my head, I'm like, I just want, like, food/sleep.
Yeah.
Like... This is ridiculous.
And the food you got around you at that time is what, like packet of chips and crap like that?
Yeah, it's terrible, man. Like, I can't get a proper meal. So we were waiting for the bloody bag check-in. One of the bag check-ins wasn't working. So I guess at 4 o'clock, go to check my bags on. oh, sorry, sir, it's not working because this one's faulty and it's ruined the whole JETSTAR, like, other bag check-in. Oh, because this one's stuffed up. Then, I don't want to be racist, but I'm going to sound racist. There was an Asian guy that came across, and I would say they're no, like, don't get me wrong, but, like, they're quite impatient.
Are they?
So this guy in particular puts on his bags, and the lady's like, "Oh no, you can't put them on." He's like, and he puts them. The lady he's like, "Sorry," and he like goes like, and puts them back on the back. She's like, "No, sir, you can't." And he's just like, "What like that?" Like I don't understand. And I'm just like, "Dude, like you can't. What are you doing? Like it's not working." So then he taps on the lady's shoulder. He's like. So going like, why is it not, like, why can I not put my bags on? This guy was being a dick, like an actual dick. Then the other guy like comes across, like, mate, you can't load your bags on. Like, it's not working. Anyways, wait another half an hour. So I'm waiting like an hour just to put my bags on this bloody flight. Finally put them on, that's cool. We go through the next sort of part, check through security and all that. That's all fine. Waiting for the flight. I am at this stage, like, I just want to sleep. I'm so fucking tired. And all that. Bruce Juice open, so that's grouse. Although I'm also like, that's bloody expensive. Get a bottle of water, get some chewy for the flight. Sort of just doing things for the business on like Instagram, Twitter, checking comments and all that. Finally make it down to our flight. And all that. So that's cool. I'm sitting emergency exit, so I've got a lot of leg room, which is perfect for a flight. For anyone that has flown before, you want heaps of leg room. And the way that it worked, right, it was grouse. We had one person sitting behind, so it was like Ali, myself, and then a random person. The random lady, she was a lady, she was like tiny, she was chilling and all that. There was someone sitting behind her, but there wasn't anyone sitting behind Ali and myself. I'm like, oh my fucking God, we can lean our seats back. Like, this is fucking perfect. Mind you, the flight's only 3 hours. But still, that's 3 hours sleep. You know your boy's sleeping. So I'm like, this is amazing. This flight is going to be grouse. Sit on the tarmac for half an hour and all that. I'm sort of like, I'm just going to put myself to sleep. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be landed in Port Douglas. Cairns. This is perfect. I wake up and I look out the window. I'm like, oh, still on the tarmac. It's a bit odd. I definitely know that we're still in Melbourne. There's an engine problem. We're going to report back to you guys in about 10 to 15 minutes just to let you know what the go is and all that. And I'm like, I hear engine problem, and I'm going to be honest, I'm trying to act cool, calm, and collected, but I'm also like, an engine problem on a fucking flight?
An engine problem?
Are you guys taking the piss?
What's wrong with the engine?
The anxiety starts to kick in a little bit. I'm like, I've watched a lot of plane crash investigations.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, dear fucking God. Like, I swear to God, if I look out my window and the engine's fucking smoking during the flight, I am going to shit my pants. No ways about it. JETSTAR as well at this time have been pretty notorious for like fucking over people's flights and just being like, nah, you're delayed, or nah, we'll fly you up later. 15 minutes later, hey guys, you're going to all need to get off this flight because the engine actually is a lot worse than we initially thought. Get off the flight, get on another flight. The flight that was meant to be at like 10 to 6 is now like 6:30, 6:45 and all that. Get into Port Douglas, Cairns, that's fine. Get off the flight there. We're meant to be getting picked up by a bus, but because the flight was delayed, oh no, sorry, we're not here. We're going to wait for the next flight to land before then we pick you all up. Another half an hour wait. I'm just like, this is fucked. Like, I just want to go to like the resort, the hotel that we're staying at. At this point, I'm like, this day could not get any worse at all. When the guy finally comes, reading off the names, do I have Alex? Do I have like Peter? Like all the names? Yeah, we're all here. Sweet. The guy's then fucking around. He's like, sorry guys, we just gotta wait for one more. Waiting for this other couple. Turns out that it was for the people like the next driver. Waiting for that. He's like running inside the airport where you collect the people and all that. I'm like, fuck my life. And then finally the boom gate to get out of the airport isn't opening. So there's another 20-minute wait there. I was meant to be at the resort, mate, by like 10:30 in the morning. Didn't get to the resort until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then straight away when we got there as well, like obviously Ali's parents were like, oh guys, like how are you, blah, 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 let's go out for lunch. I'm like, lunch?
It's bedtime.
I want to go to sleep. Dude, I reckon Ali and I, we would have gone to bed at like 7 o'clock, man. I shit you not. I never go to sleep at 7. But for anyone out there, don't fly Jetstar. I'm telling you right now, that was like one of the worst experiences I have ever had with a flight ever. It was just like, it felt somewhat like unprofessional. I'm going to be completely, I know that like every
Gonna
plane.
write an email?
No, I didn't write an email. I got in the habit. I didn't get that mad. But it's just frustrating. And then on the flight as well, when we changed, it went from like having no one behind us to like a parent with like 2 younger kids, and they were kicking the back of my seat the whole flight and just screaming out. And I was actually like, why? Like, I genuinely was like, if there's a God out there, I don't know what I've done to piss you off, but like, please forgive me. Give me something. So what I wanted to ask, mate, have you ever had it yourself, an experience like that? I wish my experience was funny. I wish it was like more like, oh wow, what a cool like story. But it's pretty depressing. I'm going to be honest. Like, it's a bit lackluster.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it before, but we had to wait like an hour and a half or maybe longer because there was an engine problem, and then this was like getting set up for my mate to propose to his girlfriend, so he needed to be back in time, and they're like an hour and a half late, and then my mate got stuck at customs because he bought fish sticks because he really wanted to fucking show his girlfriend that he had fish sticks, and so my mate, like I'm in that annoying, you know, when like you're so tired you're like being funny but annoying.
Yeah,
and
like you're sort of taking some jabs.
Yeah,
it's you're walking that fine line where things are getting a little personal.
It's a bit too fine. Like I'm just like, biggest day of his life, but I'm glad you're getting the fish sticks, mate. Like things like that. And he was not having it. He was not having a bar of it.
Like, mate, I'm fucking lying.
And he was starting to get annoyed because like he knows he's holding everyone up, but he wants these fish sticks. But he's like, he also realizes they're not that important. But I think he was holding on to it. He's like, I'm fucking getting them because like they're not meant to be. I'm not meant to be in quarantine for this. Like, it's so stupid. And I remember so vividly that like, there was so many things that we were just taking jabs at, and I know it was funny because we had a party, an engagement party for my mate whose birthday.
All right,
sorry, not birthday. It was he obviously got engaged that day after the honeymoon, but the other week we went to his engagement party for it. It was so funny, and because the parents were like doing their toast, that was it, and then after they finished their toast, my mate who's getting engaged just quickly grabbed the mic. He hadn't talked at all. He just got, just one quick thing. Sorry, just one quick thing. My engagement nearly actually got cancelled because someone in the crowd decided to bring fish sticks back into Australia for his girlfriend. $2, by the way. And it nearly cancelled the whole thing. So like, and he came back to he deliberately just wanted to call out my mate and be like, you fucked up. And mate, do you know what?
I would have hated that. I would have done my drink so quick.
He was laughing, but I think part of it was like a little bit of a like, you motherfucker. Because we were talking, me and the mate were talking while listening to speeches, and we we're like, is he going to call you out? He was like, because he's been staring at you the entire time about the engagement plan. The engagement plan was cute. They're talking about how he had little clues setting up around the house, and she thought she was going to get a new puppy, but it was like him turning around. Engaged was all sweet. Now, the entire time, he's just got death eyes at my mate who brought in the fish sticks, and I'm like, I think he's going to call you out. I think he's been saving this.
Yeah, good on him. I rate it.
Yeah, nah.
If you're going to do it, well, like, that's grouse, though.
Oh, man. So, I thought that was pretty funny, but we got pretty hammered that night, if I'm not going to lie. It was a great night. And it was one of those things, you know what I hate? I hate when, I can't hate because it's free alcohol, but when it's like, it's beer or spirits. And I'm like, I don't drink either. And I'm sitting there with like a Chardonnay, like, oh my God, I'm powering through this. Mate, little hack.
Yeah, here we go.
You just get a little bit of sparkling.
Yeah.
Half orange juice.
Okay.
And off you go. Because if you get
mimosas,
pretty much, mate. And I'm just going mimosa after mimosa after mimosa.
No way, fuck that.
Someone's passionate.
Dude, no. Because I remember having mimosa because life according to Jimmy. Jimmy himself, he was having mimosas in a video, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's breakfast."
Oh, Jimmy Tatro,
yeah, breakfast wine. And I was like, I hate wine, but that sounds grouse.
Yep.
I think I did it for pre-drinks one time that we were going out clubbing. in half an hour, mate, I've never felt so light fucking headed in my life. And the next day I had a screaming headache.
Mate, I hate wine drunk. I hate wine drunk so much. The next day is like a different type of hangover. They suck.
It does.
So
I feel like you're so
bad.
hazy on wine as well. Like beer and like just vodka and stuff, I'm like, I know I'm like drunk as fuck, but like I feel kind of okay.
Do you know what's a nervous...
But wine drunk, ugh.
Do you know what is something that people have when they're like racking your nerves? Is like, we're a group of 4 mates and we all now have girlfriends. We've never all had girlfriends at the same time. And there's one bloke that was pretty much just hanging out for the right one. And he found her. The other 2 have been together for a fair while. And then me and Rach have been together for...
Realistically, you've been together for definitely a year and a bit now, I would
Yeah,
say. But I
think
suppose
so.
officially,
Yeah,
like the actual title is such as like boyfriend, girlfriend.
That's it. So
Yeah.
this was an event where like all the girlfriends, all, I wittily invited my girlfriend to the party.
all the girlfriends. Yeah, the girls.
This was an event where we're all the girlfriends are going to come in. And
So they all meet one another as well.
exactly. But the thing is, I was worried about it because I'm like, with these guys,
They're my
we're
guys.
so like
Yeah,
tight.
dude,
that
I would
was-
be the exact same.
But no, I was more worried. I'm like, I'm
the
so
girls
worried
gonna
we're
get
going to get
along?
drunk. Not too much. I was so worried that we're going to get drunk and do our usual thing and just pretend like the rest of the world doesn't exist. Like get in a fort and we just talk about how much we love each other and we like things we're going to do in the future. And I'm like, fuck, I'm worried I'm going to get drunk and then all the girls are just going to be completely ditched. That's what I prefer. And there was moments that it definitely happened.
To be fair though, that's a fair like thing to think about.
Yeah, and because I was also like, I feel bad if I have to like keep running back to my girlfriend, but I don't want to feel left out either. And it actually worked out really well. Like my girlfriend was like perfect the entire night. Like the girls all spent time together, like
That's
talking.
cool. That's
They like
awesome.
really got along. And then my girlfriend would come up occasionally, and like we would all
Yeah,
hang out
obviously,
and talk
yeah.
shit. Yeah, so it was actually a really good night. Like at the very end when we're trying to like find an Uber, like we're all drunk off our heads. So I'm like hugging Rach like in a different corner, like another mate's like leaning up against his girlfriend half drunk. Like it was like a really
That sounds awesome.
good vibe. Yeah, there wasn't like leaving like,
sort of sounds like
this
an end of a
person sucked.
movie.
Yeah, no, it kind
Sort
of was.
thing where like everyone's like you've all had an amazing night. You were all able to catch up. No one got too drunk to the point of it's like you've ruined everyone's fucking night. You fucking idiot.
It was funny because the groom's a B. Sorry, not the groom. The groom.
Yeah, the groom.
Yeah, he had a lot more drinks than everyone before. So when he like met everyone, he acted like he would if it was just the boys. And like the comments he was making, I was like, "Hey, settle down, bud."
Gone on with the bed, you fucking loser.
Pretty much.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. You put on some fucking weight, aren't you, little chubby? It's just like, stop.
Wait till we're on the same level, and then you can
Stop. Oh, don't bring the present this time, you fuckwit.
Mate, I want to promo for the next video. I don't know what order I'll do them in, but mate, I've got a fucking doozy of a story now that I need to tell you. It's
Tell
a
me.
doozy. All
Tell
right,
me.
guys, it's Morokai with 2 eyes. Make sure you tune in to the next one, and we'll see you later.
Boom.
Boom.